Good morning, children. Welcome to class 11th biology once again. Children, in a previous video, we were discussing about the basis of classification. Means the animals are classified on different bases, different special characteristics features into different phylum. Okay, the name of phylum we also seen in the previous video. Okay, 11 phylum are there. So today, children, will take the first phylum in this video, that is Porifera, and second also. Okay, so two phylum will cover in this video. So let's start from first, that is Porifera. Okay, Porifera example, that is sponges. These type of organism that are come in the phylum Porifera. Okay, the Porifera organism are aquatic. Okay, the organism are aquatic, basically found in marine water. Okay, see, they are found in the marine water. One second. They are asymmetrical. Asymmetrical means the body of the organism cannot divisible into two equal parts. So these organisms are known as asymmetrical. Okay, they have cellular level of organization, means they have a cell, they are unicellular, and a single cell perform all the task. Okay, so they have cellular level of organization. Okay, children, the poriferans, they have a water transport system or water canal transport system. Okay, in this system the water enter in their body through minute pore, that is ostia. Okay, a minute pore is there, that name, that is ostia. Okay, these minute pore are allow water to pass through them, then the water goes to the central cavity, that is spongocyl. Okay, spongocyl is the central cavity in poriferans and are responsible for digestive system. Okay, these spongocyl are surrounded by a collar cell. Okay, and by use of collar cell the digestion of food and water takes place. Okay, clear about this? Children, I am showing a picture of poriferans in front of you. Just see, this is a diagram. These are minute pores that are present on the outer surface of the poriferans and that allow water to pass through them to the central cavity. Okay, then it reach to the central cavity where spongocyl are found, and spongocyl that are surrounded by collar cell, and both are responsible for digestion of food and water. Okay, clear? These are some example of porifera. Like first one, A is cycon. Okay, B, that is spongia, and C, that is spongilia. So three picture of the poriferans. Now after that, children, we will discuss the next point in poriferan, that is the digestion is intracellular. Okay, the digestion, that is intracellular, and the skeleton of the poriferans is made up of spicules or sponging fibers, spicules or sponging fibers the skeleton is made up of. Okay, the organism of porifera are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means the male and female sex organ are present on the same body. Okay, means in an individual both male and female sex organ are present. So this is hermaphrodite. Bisexual. Okay, so poriferans are hermaphrodite. They reproduce by asexually, by fragmentation. Okay, the body of the poriferans that breaks into the number of pieces, and each piece have the capacity and capability to grow into the new individual. Okay, so by fragmentation they can reproduce, and sexually by gametes. The gametes are formed, and after that they fuse together, fertilization occur, then in this way they reproduce sexually. Okay, clear? Next one, that is fertilization. It's not fragmentation, it's fertilization. Fertilization, that is internal, means male and female gametes that fuse together, that form zygote internally. Okay, so that's why we can say that fertilization is internal, and the development of the embryo is indirect. Development indirect means the fetus, the embryo will not depend on the mother body. Okay, so that means indirect. Okay, clear? They do not have the level stage. Okay, so the fertilization, that is internal, and development is indirect. Okay children, clear about this? So this is about the porifera. Example we have seen, the one example is written here also, that is sponges. They have the minute pore through which the water entered the body, and in spongocyl and collar cell the digestion will complete. They are asymmetrical. Okay, so this is about porifera that we have discussed. Now next, that is second phylum, phylum Coelenterata. Okay, phylum Coelenterata is also known as Cnidaria. Okay, Cnidaria or Coelenterata. Example, Hydra. Hydra, that is the example of Coelenterata. Okay, so the organism of this phylum are aquatic, found in marine water. Marine, that is salty water. Okay, they are sessile or free swimming. Okay, some organisms are fixed, they cannot move from one place to another place, and some are motile. Okay, they have the radial symmetry. Radial symmetry means the organism can be divisible into two equal parts by any vertical plane, horizontally, vertically, okay, diagonally, any vertical plane, the organism is divided into the two equal parts. So that's why we can say that it is radial symmetrical. Okay, the phylum Coelenterata have the special cells, that is cnidoblast or cnidocytes. They contain capsule on tentacles, like Hydra. They have tentacles for capture their food. Okay, so Hydra, they have a capsule there. So these cnidoblast, special types of cell, are used for defense. Okay, they protect, and also for digestion, capture their prey, encourage. Okay, so they play important role. Cnidoblast, that is the special cell that are found in coelenterate. Coelenterate, they have tissue level of organization, means cells are found there, cells are grouped together to form tissue. Okay, so tissue level organization they have, and they are diploblastic. Diploblastic means the two germ layer are found in their body, ectoderm and endoderm. Ectoderm, that is outermost, they form the skin and central nervous system, and endoderm form the internal glands. Okay, so due to the presence of two layer, ectoderm and endoderm, the coelentrates are diploblastic. Okay, clear. Mouth are found on hypostome. Digestion, that is extracellular and intracellular. Okay, corals have a skeleton, and that is made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, so their skeleton, that is made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, clear. Now children, the coelenterata, they exhibit two basic form. Number one, that is polyp. Number two, that is medusa. So two form are found in coelenterate. Polyp when it is sessile, and medusa, that is motile. Okay, clear. Polyp, that is cylindrical shape, and medusa, that is umbrella shape. Okay, clear about polyp and medusa. Medusa, that is jelly shape like umbrella shape, and the polyp, they are the cylindrical shape. Okay, example of the polyp form, that is hydra, and example of umbrella shape medusa, that is jellyfish. Okay children, clear. Now next one, that is they show alternation of generation. Okay, alternation of generation, that is they have the two phases, two stages, that is they can reproduce by sexually, and they can also reproduce by the asexually. Okay, so due to sexual and asexual, they show the function of metagenesis. Okay, next, medusa form polyp sexually, means medusa sorry, medusa, they form polyp when they reproduce by sexually. Okay, one example will take, that is Obelia. Children, in Obelia, when Obelia reproduce by asexually, they form medusa, and when they reproduce by sexually, they form polyp. Okay, so both form are available in Obelia. Sometimes they have the cylindrical shape, sometimes they have the umbrella shape. Okay, example of coelentrates are hydra, physalia, sea anemone, sea pen, sea fan, and brain coral. Okay, these are the example. See the picture now of coelentrates. Now see, this is the polyform cylindrical shape and this is the umbrella shape. Okay, I hope all points are clear with you, whatever we have discussed. If any problem, then as soon as possible we'll take a live session, then you can ask your query in that live session. Okay, thank you.